Hello, my love. How are you doing today? I hope you're having an amazing week. I decided to hop on today. I actually wasn't going to, but I have a sneaking suspicion that there is an important message coming out today. So, I'm going to go ahead and I've been guided to actually start recording before my pre-shuffle. So during my pre-shuffle and let you guys in during that process. So right now I'm just charging my decks with my energy and feeling the energy that's around right now while I focus on my collective and who needs to hear a message. I always pray before my readings. I always ask Goddess to assist me in always speaking the truth and protecting my collective and my messages, okay? And I'm just kind of saying whatever is coming to my mind, and I'm trying not to filter myself too much. If you've been feeling sick lately, this message might be for you. Okay. We're going to see. All cards are already trying to come out. This message is going to be an important one. I'm going to leave these face down until I'm done doing my pre-shuffle. The card at the top of the deck is Sisterhood, number 27. Initiate a new sister's adventure. And then Intuition is right under that. Feel free to type in the comments any intuitive hits you get. An intuitive hit can look even more subtle than you might even think. It can be a smell. It can be an image that pops into your head. A lot of times we neurodivergents tend to see our psychic abilities as our neurodivergency. Okay? So it'll come through like a random thought or like an intrusive thought. A lot of times that's our intuition. And so we're learning to hone in our intuition. Okay. That one. Anything from this deck, Spirit? They're having me do it a little bit different today. Anything else in this deck while I'm at it? Okay. Flipped right over. Okay, so interesting. I got this King. I think that's from the Goblet of Fire. The Tri-Wizard Cup, that's right. A knock. And there's nobody at my door, you guys, and I just heard somebody knock on my door. There's nobody there. Common Welsh. This was part of that tournament, too. Almost like, oh, are you going through an initiation, my love? That makes sense. This is a pretty calm vibe. I will say I do have this. I don't remember what stone it is, but I'll have to look it up and maybe I'll put it in the description. But it's so calming. I was so attracted to it when I was at the convention. I went to the Oddities convention. And I was like, I need that shiny one. And it happens to be very calming. I remember that it's like very calming. And you really can't go... I feel like when you're a psychic, you really can't go wrong with a purple stone. But in general, in case you guys don't know this, if you don't know where to start with stones, just get green. Green is the color of love. It's grounding. You really can't go wrong with a green stone most of the time. But for psychics, like, this is so good. And I need to figure out what it is so I can put you on it. It's actually a very fragile stone, so a lot of places don't, like, make it or, like, you know, sell it because it's very fragile. But I got lucky. So pretty. And the vibes are very calm and chill today. So, considering that you're going through an initiation, that's good. Oh, and that makes sense because I was like, I'm going to do my makeup green. You guys, look how freaking gorgeous this turned out. Like, if you're into makeup, like, babe, do your face, have some fun, experiment a little, have some fun with your makeup. It might make you feel better. That is literally how I manifest feeling better. I've been sick, and I was like, okay, I'm tired of being sick now. Let me do my makeup and pretend I'm fine. And I promise you, tomorrow I'll be feeling great. Like, that's how it goes. Fun little hack. Okay. Let's see what these cards were, these three. 31, the male principal, steps towards reconciling with the masculine is before you. Girl, my brain kept trying to say reconciliation, my goodness. Something about being tongue-tied. Spirit knows I don't like talking about this stuff. I'll get over it eventually. But there's this masculine energy. Someone coming in to say sorry, maybe. Oh, maybe you've gone through a recent... Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense why you're even having me talk about it. It feels like you're going through a recent initiation towards a masculine wound. So, something about how, like, a childhood trauma maybe, or the way you view men, or the way men have treated you, and this can be for men or women, the way masculine energy has come across you in your life. The way you view masculine energy might be changing. The way you view yourself might be changing. Let's see what else. Your body's power. Your body is yours. Celebrate your temple. And any of these cards, you guys, feel free to write down in the comments any intuitive hits you get. Okay. The bear, I just want to go back to this one real quick. This bear always makes me think of, like, serious protection. And for some reason, it does come across very masculine, even though my brain wants to think mama bear. It still comes across masculine. That's really cool how the energy of the card, that's a way to, like, separate, like, your typical thought process from your psychic abilities. You will, like, you'll notice, like, your initial thinking process, and then you'll be able to separate it from the energy you're getting. The more you practice it, the more it'll make sense. That's the journey I've been on anyway. And I've realized also, like, the more open my throat chakra is, and the more willing I am to just dive in and talk and just be okay if I make a mistake or whatever, it just ends up making sense and you know, working itself out. And that's because you're not, like, you're giving yourself room for creativity. Does that make any sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Song's annoying me. Slow down. Spirit always reminds me to slow down in my readings. Okay, so we really want to figure out what this card means to us. You know what? And if I hadn't taken a second, this snake eating its own tail, is very significant. This symbolizes... I can't let this song, you guys. Sometimes it's just like scratching the wrong, blah. This snake is about, when it eats its own tail, is about, like, death and rebirth. And so it's destruction over and over till you end up getting the right result. So there's some type of, like, trial or initiation around this masculine, where we're working on it over and over. I'm not gonna... Okay, so what this means for me, and if this doesn't resonate for you, don't worry. Leave what is not for you. Oh, and I just remembered, I would like at this time to ask consent into your energy so that I may assist in healing or exposing any wounds, or just giving you confirmation. If you don't consent to an energy exchange or for me being in your energy, that's completely fine. It's not going to offend me, and you go on your merry way and I'll go on mine. But I like to ask explicit consent at this time so that I may dive deeper and get the answers more fully. So go ahead and just nod, say yes, whatever you're comfortable with. So if you have experienced abuse from a male, see, there's a lot of like pushback about that. It's like, oh, are you allowed to talk about that? If you experienced that from a male figure in your life, you're going through things right now that are illuminating how that's affected you. There is really this big, like, it's like about it, like, we don't want to talk about it, but like, it's okay and you're safe. But like, we gotta release that because you've been through enough. Like, magnetic. You're not, I don't know. I need a second. Self-knowledge. Dive into your depths where your truth resides. It's like there's like this guilt talking about it. And almost like you blame yourself. Okay, if that's what it is, girl, it is not your fault. Are you kidding me? Ooh, this energy is so strange. It's like, you know, like, it's okay. I think you're starting to find ways to feel safe, but it's like some of this stuff kind of haunts you still. This is very, very, very masculine energy too, with the dragon and the king and the bear. It's actually really intense. If you're seeing owls lately, that is a big confirmation. If owls are coming up in your reality, right here at the top, that is a big confirmation this message is for you. Okay, Spirit, we need to know. This might be also a confirmative symbol for you right here. Okay. That's weird. It's weird how this reading's going. I honestly don't know if I've like sat in this kind of an energy for too long. Cause it's like calm but also chaotic. I don't really know how to explain it right now. It'll come. Is this cause it's such a masculine energy? I don't. It's. And I feel confused. So there's a fair amount of confusion here. Obviously. Unwind. Unwind. And then Spirit paused to that to confirm. Okay, I'm getting a lot of confirmation. We are untangling this message or this healing. This might be a deep ancestral healing that you've been working on. This might be something that was never going to be easy. Honestly, this feels like we're touchy about it and we're not going to go too deep into this today because we're very touchy about it. Over time, we can look at that more, but I do want to address anything that can help you like move on from it. If you're okay with that. I mean, of course, it's all up to you, my darling. But I do think, like, whatever this block is, or this, like, we can absolutely see what we can do about moving past that. Spirit, can you give me a little more clarification? Wow. Okay, this is a brand new, big, new beginning for you with this energy. Maybe we're feeling scared about trusting masculines after what we've been through, honey. I don't blame you. And maybe we're scared about trusting love. Okay. But, you know, this isn't coming through as, like, doom and terror. I mean, this is coming through as, like, you're successful, you've won, you've got the crown, you're good. And we're just scared. Oh, yeah. And then this falls off, and this just falls right out of my hand. Please give me intuitive hits on this. I know they're gonna be good. I already know they're gonna be good. Pop them in the comments. The turmoil. It's like having a hard time letting go of the inner turmoil this has caused. It's almost like if you guys are like me, first of all, if you're like me, you're fucked up. Okay? But you like your pain. You use your pain to create, to write, to sing. You love to feel deeply, good or bad. You've learned to protect yourself by convincing yourself that you enjoy the pain, and to a point where you finally did learn to love the pain. You're fucked up and you're perfect. This reading's very I wasn't expecting that. That's cool. That's cool. Love you. Love my messed up babies. Y'all might be into BDSM, that's fine. It's definitely gonna be the freaks and geeks over here, so holla at your boy. We got the sun in reverse. Why? Oh, it's not in reverse. Okay, nothing's in reverse today. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. Yeah, because I didn't even take... This came out in reverse, too, and I didn't even take it in reverse. I immediately set it down. I wish I could just show you easily. Maybe I'll get another camera set up so you guys can see, like, the spread plus me at the same time. But, yeah, I feel that you may have a fair amount of resistance to the idea that, like, this is over with. And that, like, you can trust love, you can trust men, you can trust guidance. You can trust somebody to guide you, and you don't have to be the one in charge all the time. You can trust somebody else to take the load. Like, you don't have to do everything on your own. It's really giving, like, you're going to keep getting hit with these towers until you realize, like, you're fine. You don't have to stress, because nothing that bad is happening in these towers. You're just freaking the fuck out because it's a tower. Like, that's what I'm getting. Freaking out because it's a tower, and, like, nothing that bad happened. Because you've healed and moved from this. You're okay and you're safe now. It's just, like, you have to keep going through these towers to realize nothing that bad's gonna happen in the tower. That the tower is good for you. Yeah, and then we're, like, giving up. Okay, so Temperance. First of all, good night. This is gorgeous. Ugh. And 9 of Wands. Look at all that intuition color, baby. So this is something like you're going through over and over. This literally confirms what I was just saying about the tower. Over and over and over and over until you realize that you're safe. And this is also a gift in and of itself. We tend to look at towers as like this big bad thing, but towers are a gift. Towers help us have a sturdy foundation. Towers sweep away anything that's not for us. When we hold on to things is when it gets hard, okay? But it's about that perspective, like the way we're looking at things. How are we viewing some wave. The waves. Are we in flow? Yeah. How are we viewing, like, the gift of the Tower? Are we seeing this as this big storm and everything's on fucking fire and lightning and thunder strike? I had to. That was just my ADHD. I'm so not sorry. So we're saying this is like like chaos, like, oh my god. And it's really just like, babe, you can move forward now with a clean slate. You're going to keep getting chances over and over. You might have noticed, like, you get to mess up more than some people. That's a gift in and of itself. You might get to make some mistakes over and over till you get it right. You might get more chances. And that is because of the purity of your heart. But also, that is a gift given to you. Not everybody gets that. So also, be careful when you're viewing others or your outside experience or the outside world, because that doesn't necessarily happen for everybody. Weird. Okay. Yeah. So the last three on top. We have the Six of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. And the Star. I feel like there's something that you're gonna be working, whatever this is turns, like, okay, let's say you're going through a father wound. You will be able to transmute that into something that works for you. Because I know it's probably felt, yeah, and then right here at the bottom we have the Ten of Cups. Girl! Okay, thank you for the confirmation because I was feeling uncertain. If this is a father wound, let's say you've probably felt like your entire life you have spent trying to just feel normal. And it feels like everything's been working against you. Since you've come in and have been working on your healing, and since you've been working hard, you'll know if this is for you. This message won't go to somebody who it's not meant for. And if you know it's not for you, then go. But, like, girl, you're here for a reason, right? You haven't been working this hard for it just to be like, okay, I worked this hard and it's still so hard. You didn't work this hard to not have results. I think we're getting stuck and looking at things from an old lens. And so when you are new, you can't look from the same, pair of glasses. That's so funny. I changed my glasses today. Thank you, Spirit. This stone is so calming that I almost can't focus. Girl, this is insane how calm I feel. I almost don't like it. It's almost too calm. And that's also confirmation. If you've lived in fucking chaos your whole life and that's how you've learned to navigate the world, calm and peace is going to feel dangerous. It is going to feel unsafe. Okay, we have to adjust slowly. And Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? But back to what I was saying about if this was, like, for instance, doesn't have to be a father wound. You may have spent your whole life going, what the hell? And you didn't do all this work to just be here and not see any progress and feel like, oh my god. We're trying to look through an old lens. And so really, Spirit's asking you to kind of look through a different lens and see what the experience that you've been through can do for you, can bring for you. Because they're right. And how does this make you shine? How do these negative experiences, how have you shown through them? How has it built you into the person that you are today? Because the person you are today is who you wanted to be and who you signed up to be. So we have built you into this. So we need to recognize this beautiful, divine God, goddess in you, and recognize them for the hard work that they've put in and the efforts they've put into themselves and the good they've put out into the world. Showing yourself some love and seeing how these wounds and these experiences can work for you. So you might end up working together with some people on a creative project that these experiences have taught you through this masculine wound. And so what ends up happening, and this doesn't have to be a masculine wound, that's just what's coming through, but this also might be a wound and it's healing your masculine, which allows your masculine to come forward, and like a healed masculine is able to take action. So you're able to like start the business, do the creative projects, be less afraid. Your confidence is opening up. My last reading was about confidence, so go check it out. If you're listening to this reading, the last reading is for you as well. Okay? I knew this was going to be an extension. I was feeling that. So, I knew it, bitch. Girl, I don't even care. Whatever. Think what you want. Think what you want. And that's what the Divine means to be like. I don't care if you think I'm so cocky. I literally set a New Year's resolution 2 years ago that I would be so overconfident and cocky that it annoyed people. And guess what? I think I only annoyed myself, to be honest. I could have been so much worse. But like, girl, that resolution, because it's like it's like having fun with your goals, having fun with spirit. Like, how can I be more confident? And then making it fun. So it's like, I'm going to be that bitch, and I'm going to do it by purposefully being so confident that it pisses people off, that it annoys people. And I want that shit to spread like a virus. And so every single time I hear that I spread that, like, let's say my best friend who has low self-worth or is having a hard time. Let's say she's just having a hard time that year. She's like, oh, I'm not feeling myself. And I hear her say something like, girl, make this dress. Yes, you fucking do. Hype her up, because now that's spreading. And that's the thing, is like, you are contagious. Your attitude is contagious. Your mentality is contagious. Okay, so what are you spreading? What are you spreading? Because I know it's not just gossip, baby. I know we not spread gossip. I know we not spread negativity or hate. What are we spreading? I know what you're spreading, baby. I know what you're spreading. Yeah, my brain went there. I'm not going to say it out loud, but my brain went there. Alright, closing messages from spirit. Whatever, I don't even care. I don't even care. The energy switched on me, girl. Alright. Spirit of water, return to the source of feminine for purification. Guys, I don't know if I've talked about this, but when I take showers, I say a prayer to my water, asking her to cleanse and purify me, body, mind, and soul. Bless my heart so I may always remain in flow. Allow me. I see it left, so I can. Okay, the rest is up for you. The rest is up for you to interpret. I literally say this like every time I take a shower, so I don't know why I would just leave my mind like that. So that is, the rest is up for you. Ask the water to purify you. Ask it to cleanse you. Ask it to help you show up in your world as most authentically you as you can. Okay? See, and that's how spirit works too. Like, she will shut you the fuck up. Don't pull for shit when you're supposed to like let it go. You'll know if it's not, if your brain is just having a weird moment though. You'll feel the difference. You will. Okay. Somebody needs to hear that. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna stop overthinking it. Double mission. Light worker, starseed. Serve the world by being you. Okay, it makes sense if I'm talking to starseeds, and we were just talking about being authentic. It is so important to show up as yourself. And the best way to do that is to build confidence. And it makes so much sense if we're healing this masculine wound, you're able to take action and show up as you possibly can, as authentic as you possibly can. And And maybe that does happen through this feminine purification. But these two parts within us need to work together. We can't just have one. We can't just be all feminine, all masculine. We need both sides to work together so we can accomplish the goals that we want to accomplish while we're here. We're not just here to just be here, although we should enjoy this life for what it is and just enjoy the fact that we get to be alive. But if you're here on this content, you probably have a mission, and you probably are a starseed, and you already know, baby. I don't even need to say it to you. You already know you're called forth to help serve others and help humanity grow and help others grow and learn. And you're supposed to be out here spreading fucking love, baby. Okay? Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. That's what I'm saying. It's like this tower. And that was closing messages too, which is so sweet. It's like, you got this, girl. You got this. Like, boo-boos. Don't even worry. And as soon as you start getting used to, like, use your power of enjoying the pain. And if that's not for you, it's not for you. But honey, I won't be surprised if it is. Use your power of enjoying the pain to, like, embrace life, if that makes sense. I have found that is... We'll get into this someday. But I've noticed a little bit that if you are a kinky person, that is a gift in and of itself. And it is not so that you can be out here, like... you know, doing the hump de hump, do the hump de hump. It's not necessarily like so you can just like be a freak. It's literally so that you can learn to embrace yourself. It's a mindset that assists you in kind of taking control of your own life and your mentality. It is a mentality that helps you exist in this realm. And I would say the most tough people tend to be into that kind of a lifestyle. Because you got there for a reason. It's also a means of healing as well. So if you're somebody who, so this is coming up for a reason. If you're somebody who, like, you're very into healing and spirituality, and then you have this other side of you, those are not separate, and maybe you just need someone to, like, let you know those aren't separate. But you don't have to, like, be somebody else to be spiritual. You just come as you are. Like, who you are is good enough. I just think that a lot of spiritualists don't talk about that stuff. For some reason, Spirit has me talking about it today, so I'll talk about it. But, it's okay. And there is a very big stigma around, like, sexuality, especially towards women, but there is a big stigma around that, and, like, that it's impure or whatever. But your sexuality is a power, and it is part of your power and your magic. So think about all of the things that this world suppresses, and I guarantee you that most of them, most of the things that are suppressed within us and taught are going to end up actually being something we can use as a power and as an ability. So it's just like with ADHD or neurodivergency. Like, everyone kind of looks at that as like this hardship, but really it's just a gift. So it's a weird tangent to end on. I have a feeling we're gonna end up talking more about that stuff, but let me know if you have any questions about that, and we will start breaking down those walls too. I think it'll help a lot. But anyway, my love, thank you so much for being here today in this reading and letting me hang out with you and chit chat. I love you. I would like to return your energy at this time, cleanse and purify by the Most High. Girl, thank you. And sorry about my nose. I can't breathe very well, but it'll be better tomorrow. Watch. I don't even know if I'll be in here. Maybe I will, because, like, I've really been enjoying talking to you guys, and I love doing this. It makes me feel great, and give me a reason to get up when it's hard. So, thank you. I love you, and good luck out there. Bye.